The key thing about that is your diet should be simple and you should be well prepared with raw foods. So I'm not going to read through that. Everybody should have a copy. If you don't, let us know and then we get your copy. Some frequently asked questions. What about prepared foods? Your food in the Daniel fast, your food should be sugar-free and chemical-free, consisting of canned fruits, vegetables, packaged foods, or prepared sauces. Just please read the labels because you want to be wary of the salt content. You want a lot of salt. What about pasta? There should be no additives. Watch for sugar. And the key thing is that you want your proteins because you're not taking in your meats. There's no meat. You need to be wary that you still need your proteins in your diet. You should have carbs, proteins, and fats. So your proteins will come primarily from your legumes or your pasta, which has, read your labels, they have like 7 grams of protein in it per serving, whole grain pasta that is. So proteins are key if you do the Daniel fast. Should your nuts be unsalted? Your nuts should be unsalted, not processed. Roasted nuts are fine as long as they're not salted. Plain roasted nuts if possible with the preservatives. When you find a lot of times the packaged nuts have a lot of preservatives, a lot of additives in it, so it's best to buy the raw nuts and just package them, package them and have it available to you throughout the day. Proteins, of course, come, like I said, from your nuts, your lentils, your almonds, your whole grains. Peanut butter is allowed, but make sure it's just completely natural peanut butter. Just nuts mashed up together to make peanut butter. No additives, no sugar. Whole grains, read your labels. Your whole grain should be whole wheat or rolled oats or whole corn as the first ingredient. It's key to read your labels. With your ingredients, those first 3 ingredients that you have on your list usually is the bulk of the item that you have. So if you have sugar, salt, you have most sugar. That product is mostly sugar, and salt is the next ingredient, which is most. So watch your ingredients. Salad dressings are fine as long as it's olive oil and lemon or lime. That's an option. Do you need to eat organic foods while on the fast? No, it's suggested because organic foods are produced without the use of feed or fertilizer or plant or animal origin, and without employment of chemically formulated fertilizers, growth stimulants, antibiotics, or pesticides. You don't need those things in general anyhow. What about bread? Bread should be prepared without yeast. How much can I eat? This is a good thing. As long as they're the appropriate foods, they're recommending that you can eat until satisfied with no limits with the Daniel fast. It's the green foods. The Daniel fast consists mainly of the green foods and your raw nuts and lentils and that sort of stuff. Fruit, all fruits, fresh, frozen, dried, juiced, or canned. Just again, watch your labels because a lot of the canned foods particularly have a lot of sulfur, preservatives, and you have a lot of sugar. With probably the diabetics who want to do the fast, you can do the fruits, of course, but just be wary of some of those fruits which have more natural sugar, like the apricot, the apples, bananas. Just have a half a banana as opposed to the whole banana, that sort of thing. Grapes, high in the non-natural sugar. All fruits, but just be careful of those ones that have more sugar. So for the rest of us who need the sugar, and you feel yourself, feel a bit drained, get that sugary fruit, which has more natural sugar. Vegetables, likewise, fresh, frozen, dried, juiced, or canned. Watch your salt. All types of vegetables, all types of fruits. Be colorful. Use that word color. Here's that word comes back to us, color. Lots of colors. More nutritionally beneficial to us. Legumes like your beans and your seeds and your peas, those have a lot of protein. So you get your proteins a lot from your legumes. Seeds, raw nuts, sprouts, brown flax, cashews, walnuts, sunflower, sesame, almonds, natural almond butter. Whole grains, your brown rice, your whole wheat, your millet, quinoa, oats, rolled oats, plain oatmeal, barley grits, no butter with the grits. Whole wheat pasta, whole wheat tortillas, plain rice cakes, popcorn, homemade. Liquids, water, spring distilled filter. In the Daniel fast, they have unsweetened soy milk, herbal, caffeine-free tea, 100% fruit, vegetable juice, no added sugar. Although tofu, soy products, herbs, small amounts of honey, sea salt, Ezekiel bread. Hello. Anybody who love bread? Try the Ezekiel bread. Yes, it's no flour in there. Sprouts. Olive oil. Spices. Just some foods to avoid in the Daniel fast. All animal products. Meat, poultry, fish. To avoid in the Daniel fast. White rice, white bread, all deep fried foods, caffeine, coffee. Now they have a thing called decaffeinated coffee, no such thing. There's still a little bit of caffeine in that coffee. Carbonated beverages, energy drinks, food containing preservatives and additives, refined foods, processed foods, and those packaged foods that we like to buy from the food store because it's quicker. You just put it in the microwave and you're good to go. That's to avoid. Food additives, refined sugar, sugar substitutes, Splenda, and all those other pretty packaging non-sugar products. Raw sugar and in general. Raw sugar, syrups, molasses, cane juice, white flour, margarine, shortening, high-fat products, butter, all leavened breads, baked goods, all dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt, cream, eggs, alcohol, mayonnaise. These are foods to avoid. And of course, we have a list of some recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The key thing, you can eat all these appropriate foods as suggested in the Daniel fast. You can eat, there's no limit. Lots of fruits and vegetables, nuts, raw nuts, and legumes, and we're good to go. God bless you.